Narada and the Cobbler. The great sage Narada once visited Lord Narayana, Vishnu, in Vaikuntha, as he often did. With his veena slung over his shoulder and eyes glowing with divine joy, he asked, "O Lord, you are the knower of all hearts. Tell me, among your countless devotees, who loves you the most?" Lord Vishnu smiled, as if amused by the question. He replied calmly, "Narada, my dearest devotee at this moment is not a rishi, nor a king, nor even a singer like you. It is a simple cobbler living under a banyan tree in the town of Shurangam." Narada raised an eyebrow. "A cobbler?" he said, surprised. "In a town filled with Brahmins and priests?" "Yes," said Vishnu. "Go and meet him, along with a learned Brahmin in the same area. Speak to both and observe. Then return and tell me what you find." Narada descended to earth and went first to the learned Brahmin, who lived in a grand house filled with sacred books, shining copper vessels, and the smell of ghee and incense. The Brahmin was reciting mantras and looked pleased to see Narada. "Ah, Devarishi, a divine visit indeed. Please bless me. Did you come from Vaikuntha? What was the Lord doing?" Narada replied, "Yes, I just came from Lord Vishnu. He was doing something quite unusual, threading an elephant through the eye of a needle." The Brahmin blinked. Then he laughed. "That's ridiculous. Even God cannot do such a thing. Why would he? Must be symbolic nonsense." Narada said nothing more. He bowed politely and left. Next, Narada traveled to the shade of an old banyan tree, where a poor cobbler sat. His clothes were simple, his hands stained with dye and leather, and his tools scattered around him. But as Narada watched, he noticed the cobbler singing softly as he worked, "Narayan, Narayan, Narayan." The cobbler saw Narada and stood up with folded hands. "Oh Devarishi, what a blessing! You have come to this lowly man's doorstep. Did you see my lord? What was he doing?" Narada smiled and said, "Yes, I did. He was threading an elephant through the eye of a needle." The cobbler's eyes widened, not in disbelief, but in wonder. "Ah, my lord is amazing. He can do anything. Every day I see him put a huge banyan tree into a tiny seed. Why would threading an elephant into a needle be difficult for him?" Narada's heart stirred. "You believe that?" he asked gently. The cobbler said with great faith, "Why not, Maharaja? The Lord is beyond reason. I cannot read scriptures, but I see his miracles in the smallest things. He is all around me, even in the leather I touch." Narada returned to Vaikuntha, moved and thoughtful. "Lord," he said, "I understand now." The Brahmin had knowledge, but no wonder. The cobbler had no knowledge, but endless faith. Vishnu smiled. "Yes, the Brahmin is attached to pride and ritual, but the cobbler's heart is open. He sees me in all things. He trusts me completely. That is real Bhakti. The cobbler will come to me at the end of this life. The Brahmin still has many lives of learning left before he learns to surrender." Moral of the story: true devotion, Bhakti, is not about how much you know, but how deeply you trust. God is not impressed by rituals or words. He is drawn to faith that sees him in everything, even in the impossible.